Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you once again that you are still on the hold before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to for us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Mr. Keita.
Yes, good afternoon.
You are welcome back.
Thank you.
Council, you can proceed.
Yes, you have identified your signature as the Director of Finance for the period that these budgets were raised.
Yes.
Just one more confirm, because we will make an application to have this admitted into evidence. These are payments made to AMCC Enterprise.
Yes. Yes.
You are to identify and tell us whether
Yes, this one is for AMC, sir. It's 205,000 and was authorized on the 24th of November 2020.
so you authorize all those vouchers as Director of Finance.
This one, yes, this one's here. Authorized.
Yeah, is it a yes?
Yes,
May I please have?
yes. Yeah, authorized.
We apply to tender the following vouchers as identified by the witness, Dr. Keita, who was the finance director at the time for Cardiff Municipal Council, into evidence as an exhibit in relation to payments made to AMCC Enterprise. So we apply to have them admitted in evidence and marked as a bundle.
4 5 vouchers are presented for admission in evidence, and they are admitted as follows. A voucher dated the 23rd of November 2020 with PV number PV201767. A payment voucher dated the 17th of November 2020 with PV number PV201726. A payment voucher dated the 5th of May 2020 with PV number PV200646. A payment voucher dated 10th of November 2020 with PV number PV201682. And the last payment voucher is dated the 2nd of April 2020 with PV number PV200527. These vouchers are admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DAK/KMC/003.
As the commission places. Now the ones you have there, Doctor?
Yes. Yes. Down.
How many?
Two. About 5 of them. 5.
Yes.
5 of them.
Let us have it. We apply to tender the following vouchers as identified by the witness. There should 2 payments made to AMCC Enterprise in 2020.
Vouchers are admitted as follows. A payment voucher dated the 14th of May 2020 with PV number PV200702. A payment voucher dated the 22nd of April 2020 with PV number PV200605. A payment voucher dated the 23rd of November 2020 with PV number PV201768. A payment voucher dated the 31st of December 2020 with PV number PV202048. And the final one is a payment voucher dated the 3rd of November 2020 with voucher number PV201634. These payment vouchers are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DAK/KMC/004.
As the commission places. Let me show you payments made to Lankara Muswara and Sons. Yes. Yes, do you recognize those vouchers?
There is one that I didn't sign.
That you didn't authorize. Was that your time as that of finance?
No, this was before I got there.
Okay, you can separate that and you get the.
This one, right? This one is not. Yeah, separate.
We apply to tender the following vouchers paid to Lankara Muswara and Sons by the witness, Dr. Keita, acting as Director of Finance for Municipal Council during this period, into evidence and an exhibit.
A payment voucher dated the 28th of January 2021 with voucher number PV210886. A payment voucher dated the 1st of February 2021 with PV number PV210257, and it has another PV number which is 180. The payment voucher dated the 25th of November 2022. It has a voucher number PV201798. These three vouchers are admitted together in a bundle as an exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DAK/KMC/005.
As the commission places. We have proof for Scope Enterprise.
Yes, sir.
We apply to tender the following payment vouchers to being payment made to Scope Enterprise, authorized by Dr. Keita as Director of Finance.
A payment voucher dated the 27th of October 2020 with voucher number PV 201596 and a payment voucher dated the 1st of February 2021, which also has two PV numbers, PV 210299 and PV 181. These two vouchers are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DAK/KMC/006.
As commercial places. Now, Doctor, I will ask you probably one question or two, then we will apply that you'll be released for today.
Okay.
You will certainly be called back for some of the findings by the external auditor for the period you have served as Director of Finance.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe you were also requested to bring the monthly reconciliations and financial statements.
The
monthly reconciliations.
Yes, the financial during my time. Yeah.
Do you have?
I submitted them.
You already submitted all the reconciliations.
Yeah, they're all here. Yeah.
Now, are you familiar with the audit report for Cardiff Municipal Council for the year ended 31st December 2021 and 31st December 2020? You have had access to the report?
You mean the audit report?
Yes.
I actually didn't go. I read some part of it where I realized some financial statements were wrongly prepared.
They were wrongly prepared?
They were wrongly prepared, yes. And I was talking to them when I resumed, when I went back from my suspension. That,
so, go ahead, proceed, please.
Yeah, I said when I resumed, I went over it and I found some of the financial statements were wrongly prepared. And I called the people who prepared it, and I, tried to correct the matter, what should be done.
So for 2020, there was issued a disclaimer of opinion by the auditor. Are you aware of this?
2020, what month?
The 2020 financial statement covering the period 31st December 2020. You were there in 2020.
I have to look into that, but when I went there, sometimes...
Do we have the 2020 audit report we can give, Doctor? I am saying in 2020 there was, when the audit was conducted, the Auditor General's report, the explanatory note or the cover letter indicates that there was a disclaimer with respect to the process of auditing KMC.
The process.
Do you know what a disclaimer is? Doctor?
Yes.
Do you know what a disclaimer is?
No, I can't recall all of it, but I just
know what a disclaimer is. What an auditor's disclaimer of opinion is.
Well, that's objectional.
An objection.
Yeah.
Please explain to us.
Huh?
Objection to what?
So probably some of the items, itemized stock they saw on the financial statement, sir.
So the auditor testified. The auditor testified.
Huh?
You may turn to page 8. For where you have the Auditor General's report on the financial statements of the Cardiff Municipal Council for the year ended 31st December 2020. You have seen that? Page 8.
I need to go over it. I didn't go over everything.
No, we will not go into the details of the findings. You'll have time to go through it and then prepare yourself. But just for this particular finding. On 8, you were there on page 8?
Actually, I was not.
You are?
I probably, I can't remember. Can't remember. I know December 2020 I was there.
Well, are you there with me currently? Are you on? Are we on the same page? Are you on page 8 of the report?
Page 6.
8, where you have Auditor General's report.
Yeah, this disclaimer of opinion.
Please speak into the microphone.
Sorry. Yeah, we have the.
Are you there?
Yes.
So it says disclaimer of opinion.
Yeah.
That we have audited the financial statements of Cardiff Municipal Council for the year ended 31st December 2020. That these financial statements comprise of revenue and expenditure statement.
Yes.
And balance sheet for the year then ended.
Okay.
And a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information are set out on page 14 to 31. Because of the significance of the matters described in the basis of disclaimer of opinion, we have not been able to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence to provide a basis for an audit opinion. Accordingly, we do not express an opinion on the financial statements. And we asked the auditor what this means. The auditor said,
"Yeah, I see what they're saying. Probably they didn't get enough information to validate the audit report."
Why wouldn't they get enough information?
Huh?
Why wouldn't they get enough information?
Well, I have to find out. I don't know.
This is in 2020, Doctor.
Audit.
This is 2020. We're in 2024.
Unconfirmed changes of comparative figures.
Let me help you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see. Probably they are not satisfied with what they have seen. As I
Because
said,
you haven't provided enough information.
yes, they were not. That's what I'm saying. When I resumed, because these things probably were prepared when I was not there. So when I resumed,
Your name is in the entry list.
yeah.
You see your name in the entry list. So it says on page 5, the principal officers that were present, Senator Martin. So Martin is there. Our CEO, Director of Finance, Dr. ALIEU KEITA. Kajala Janet, Deputy Chief Executive Officer. Sirif Jai is there as Deputy Director of Finance. Nima Kamara, Director of Planning. Ibu Mbub.
Yeah, but
there. Jaya Cham, Director of Admin. Dembo Sane, Director of Compliance, and Amin Sajan, Director of Services.
yes,
But yes, it says you were on suspension.
I was there. Yeah, I was on
in
suspension.
2021.
And yes, but these things were prepared late too. It's not exactly they were prepared after December 2020. They were prepared in 2021.
Yes.
So yes, but what I'm trying to tell you, when I came back, I look at the financial statements. I found out that they were not. Some of the items were not supposed to be where they're supposed to be. It was not prepared properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, my point is, for instance, I will now probably guide you through the explanatory note and then some of the revenue and expenditure. But before that, says the basis for disclaimer of opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with international standards, supreme audit institutions, and then auditor went on to discuss the nitty-gritty in relation to the basis of their findings. It says the following are the basis used for this disclaimer of opinion. 1, unconfirmed changes of comparative figures. So in 2020, comparative figures, which was an adverse opinion, significantly changes from the audit 2019 revenue and expenditure statement and balance sheet figures. We could not verify the correctness of these changes because we were informed that the financial software system was locked and adjustments could not be made. You put in figures, but you do not grant access to the software for the auditor to do a proper audit.
I think my ex-deputy, Serfinjai, should be in a better position. I think my ex-deputy.
We are not getting what you are saying. Please speak into the mic. Mr. Bojan, can you move the mic for him?
Yes.
Good.
No, what I was saying was my ex-deputy, Serfinjai, might be in a better position to explain those. Yes,
okay, well, let's discuss the findings. Then when you go back, we'll make that arrangement. You gather what you know. We will probably have you and Stephen Jai here. For the questions he will be able to answer.
Okay.
He can answer. Says the payroll. It says for the lack of audit trail is another reason why that there was no audit trail for the matrix property tax system in respect of rates. We were unable to have access to the system to confirm and validate the accuracy of the rates figures, which at the time stands at $1,070,873 reported on the revenue and expenditure statement. Our IT and unit attempted to obtain data from both front and back ends to provide to the finance of the team, but no access was successful. You see this? You have the payroll system. The payroll system.
Yes, I think the metric system, after the end of the year, it becomes a problem to go back and look for certain things. So, but I don't know if currently it has been adjusted, because probably that was the main problem.
You have the lack of data, the Ecodex system. There were no data in the Ecodex system to manage daily collections for the valid project. The revenue and expenditure statement reported on confirmed balance of $6,000 for skip bins, whereas no figure was reported for residential waste collection. Unpresented license invoices. Invoices for license payments were not presented for audit inspection to confirm that the actual invoice amount agrees with the receipt amount. In the absence of the invoice, the correctness of the license figures for $83,535,179 is 12 tools reported on the revenue and expenditure statement could not be verified. You see that?
Yes. If I were there, they should have come to me, and probably I'll try to take care of it. But I was not there.
Who was there?
So, Mr. Sheriff Njai.
So when the auditor says that they have a disclaimer, when we asked the question, the auditor replied saying that it is the most serious finding that an auditor can come up with. That when they say that they have a disclaimer of opinion, they are saying that your finances are so bad that they cannot even form an opinion to start with. Do you understand it that way?
Yeah, I know, because probably they didn't get all the information they're looking for.
No, and, you did not.
That's why they.
You said maybe they had objections. The auditor is saying, using different language, probably much stronger words. The auditor is saying, not only do we have objection, but it is so serious that nothing is in order. Do you have figures popped up? You can't even justify them. You can't back these figures up. You just come up with a piece of paper and pen to say that this is the expenditure, that is the income and expenditure, but you don't have you don't put forth proof to back your figures up. No adequate receipts.
Well, Council, I wasn't there probably when the decision was prepared, because if they bring it to my notice, I will probably take action.
Do you understand that is the language of the auditor?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, myself, when I came back, I looked at the financial statements. I found certain items there that are not supposed to be there. It was not prepared properly. That's what I was saying. But all these things happened when I was sitting down at home. I was not. I was on suspension.
Like for instance, if you have in your, you have the notes. There is the expenditure notes to the financial statement, where you're trying to explain as council some of the figures that you've arrived at. It says, Cardiff Municipal Council notes to the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2020. You were trying to explain the breakdown, and you said that is on page 14. You will see it.
Yes.
Are we together?
You said
page 14. 1-4.
Page 14.
Yes. 14. This is your own explanatory note to the figures that you came up with, right? Where you have license income. It says license partial cost recovery as at 31st December 2020 is $4,110,960. Do you have the
partial cost recovery? I can't tell you.
Do you have the receipts for this?
Page 14.
Yes. 19. I beg your pardon.
Page 19. Okay.
Page 19, where you have the Caribbean Municipal Council note to the financial statement.
Yeah.
Your explanatory note.
I've seen it.
Now, let's just do a sum. For instance, the first column, you have license.
Yes.
Which is part of your income, revenue line, correct?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
You have, says, partial cost recovery as of 31st December 2020 was $4,110,960.
Yes.
Do you have the receipts for this? For every payment?
Well, partial cost recovery comes with the license payment. It deals with industries. When you go to the industries, they pay license. They include partial cost recovery. So it comes with those things.
You have the receipts.
The invoices, when they issue invoices, it should be included in that.
The invoice will be issued. Invoice like a demand note. Invoice like you have to pay this.
Yeah.
And once they make the payment, you issue out a receipt.
Because the license payment is combined with the cost recovery.
Yes.
So it's all included in one receipt.
Have monthly reconciliation or financial statement.
This thing I have to contact the license manager, Mr. Fatajo. He probably has a record of all those things.
You have, if you Malik project skip bins, $6,000. You have this receipts.
All these things must have been recorded. They should be there. I mean, I don't think these figures will just come out of nowhere.
They say it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, it's there should be. It's in the system. The figure, everything should be there.
Others is saying you have not provided as council evidence to back up these figures.
I was not there when this thing was prepared.
Oh, doctor, but you were the director of finance during this period. When you come back, you have to do what you have to do. Who do we ask?
Mr. Sheriff Njai. And the license manager is Fatal,
But not
Fatal.
Not you.
Well, the thing is, when all these things were prepared, I was in suspense, so I was not there.
When it was prepared, you mean?
Yeah, when everything was prepared, I was not there. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
As I said, when I came back, I looked at all this stuff and I found certain discrepancies that I was trying to correct.
Would you be able to share those discrepancies you found with the commission?
I can go and investigate, find out from the people who were responsible.
Discrepancies you have found when you came back.
No, I mean,
you able to share them?
No, we can. I'll do my best. Whatever you give me to look for, I try to.
No, you have still the commission when you resumed work. You had found discrepancies.
Yeah,
we want to know whether you are able to share those discrepancies.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can bring those discrepancies.
What are these
well, those are some of the cash in transit.
Yes.
With reference to specific cashiers, and they put it there. Those things should not have. Those should all be combined into bank and cash balances, not itemized lines. And and they were in negative. Cash cannot be in negative, at least on the financial statements. Yeah. So those are some of the stuff that I saw from the report. Yeah.
Going to the expenditure column, for instance, if you look at the mayor chairman's office, where you have allowances for the mayor's office paid at $1,026,167 for 2020. Will you have all these vouchers for these allowances?
You see, these things allowance. These things are included in the pay, in the salaries. With the councils, they term it as allowance. But the staff is salaries. Everything is included there. The deductions. The HR should have all those things. All
vouchers are the responsibility of the CEO and the finance director.
The HR prepares all those payroll stuff.
Doctor, let me ask that you be given the manual again. The law says you are in custody of the books of accounts.
Yes.
Do you disagree with that?
No, I agree with you. What I'm trying to let me explain something to you too. When I started working there, KMC, I found the payroll is not under accounts. It was under administrator, HR. And I told them, we called a meeting and I told the CEO at the time, Sarah Martin, I said, according to the manual, this should be under accounts. But they refused. They said, no, it's going to stay there. So we don't do all those record deductions and everything. It's the HR on the Ministry of Administration prepare all the payrolls.
Verify the payments if you don't have access to the payroll.
No, they prepare everything and they send it to accounts.
That's what I'm saying.
For it to be processed.
Prepared by the accounts.
Yeah, but
and
it's
you
not
right in saying that.
Yeah, but it's not. It's under them.
They don't authorize the payment. Don't sign a voucher. If the process is wrong, it's wrong, doctor. Is that not the case?
You're right.
Is that not supposed to be the case?
It's true. Yeah.
You went to the CEO and said this is wrong. It should be with me.
Yeah.
My office. I'm the one responsible. That's what the law says. Is that not the case?
Yes. Yes.
Then don't sign the vouchers.
Yeah. All right.
You took part in an unlawful process, then, doctor.
Well, even still now, there are certain things when the CEO wants to overrule what you say, there's nothing I can do much about it. What you said, probably I have the right to not to sign everything. Yes, I can do that. But I don't know. That was going to block the whole operation. But you're right.
When you have, as a professional, when you have a strong opinion and you're guided by regulation, it's wrong to do X, Y, Z, you're not under any obligation to follow unlawful orders.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes. Yes.
That's why you are here. So when we ask, for instance, honorarium paid at the office of the Lord Mayor, the amount in 31st December 2020 is $307,300. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So for the allowances paid, city allowance, $6,448,150 10 bottles. We will expect that you will have all the payment vouchers with the necessary supporting documents for all this expenditure. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But you will be given time to do your verification. Correct?
All right.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
And you have on page 21 utilities, 12 repairs and maintenance. The repair of vehicle alone for 2020 stands at $6,764,731.55. You should have all the vouchers in relation to the repair of vehicles amounting to this figure. That is what is expected. Is that not the case? Sir?
Yes.
Is that not the case? Entertainment. You had spent $1,533,001 in entertainment, for entertainment. So for all this legal cost, you spend $922,603.92 by way of legal cost for 2020. Do you have these vouchers? Will they be available? Because we haven't seen them yet.
Well, I can go and try to find out where they are.
So for 2020, doctor, we want to tell you to bring us the vouchers for all the money spent to all the lawyers or any of the lawyers for the year 2020 when you were the director of finance.
Yeah.
For the amount $922,603.92. Are we together?
Which page are you? Which page are you?
Page 2022.
$922,000 legal cost. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Please write that down.
Okay. Okay.
Doctor, the capital expense. The capital expense. By the way, you have audit fees. Were you paying any audit fees?
Audit fees?
Yes, audit fees.
Some were paid, but probably there might be some pending stuff. This NAO, National Audit Office.
You paid the national audit?
Yes. Yeah, this is what it's paid, but I don't know. There might be some pending stuff.
How much do you pay the national audit? And for what?
It's what they charge.
It's what?
They charge for auditing the place.
How much?
I can't remember the amount.
Tell us the information. You want to know. This 175, $179, we have to know exactly how much and to whom it was paid to. It only says audit fees.
Okay.
How to have it done, please?
Sure. No, of course.
Commissions as well. You paid in the year $401,786.49 by way of commission.
Commissions, okay.
Who do you pay this commission to? How much do you pay them per person or per company, if any? We would need the documents, Doctor.
Yes, commissions might.
What are these commissions?
Might be the incentives, the 1% incentive paid to collectors.
Collectors.
Yeah.
In 2020.
In 2020, yes.
So we need all the vouchers.
Okay.
Making up this number.
Sure.
Doctor, in
yes.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Yes.
Okay.
I was explaining. For fuel and lubricant, you spent $13,300,470. Landfill maintenance, $19,854,261.81. What is landfill maintenance, by the way?
That's the dump site dressing. Sometimes.
Come again?
Usually at the dump site, back of the dump site.
Yes.
That's where they work. That's where sometimes they do it.
So you have contractors that you contract for landfill maintenance.
As I said before, I found those contractors there.
I know.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it was contracted, how it was contracted.
Your capital expenses, landfill maintenance seems to take probably and environment and sanitation. Landfill maintenance is 19 million. And we know that for most of those contractors, you even have council didn't engage in any proper procurement. I had shown you Lankaramuk Suarez, for instance, contracts and others that you could not lay hands on for most part the contracts.
Yes, I found them there, so I don't know how. Probably, I have no knowledge about how they gave them a contract. So,
Environment and sanitation labor as 27,930,485 for to produce.
and
You have this expense, these documents to back up these expenses.
I may have to look for it.
You have to.
I say I may have to look for it.
You have to look for it.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Now, council should keep budget for development. No.
Yes, the budget is actually divided into two sections: the development fund.
60% of your
yeah
income should go to development.
Yes.
Have you been able to meet this 60%?
60%. Well, it's 60% of the.
You need to increase your voice.
Hmm?
I said, please kindly increase your voice. Go ahead.
Yeah, 60% should be spent on development.
Yes.
Yeah, and 40% is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you able to meet this?
Was I
as council, as director of finance? Was this being met by council?
Well, I think so. Because the budget sometimes is we do sometimes environments.
Can you provide us with an explanatory statement to show?
I can try to find out how much spent.
Show the income for 2020.
Yeah. I can.
Income and expenditure. You outline how you can arrive at the 60%.
Okay, I can find out. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's all for doctor.
Okay.
We will all urge Doctor to go through the audit report. Once we call him next, to be discussing the audit report and the financing that.
Dr. Keita, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we will expect to have what we have requested by next week, Tuesday.
Okay.
And we will look at the internal audit reports and the NAO audit reports with a view to discussing these documents in detail with you vis-a-vis with the expenditures and incomes that you have.
Okay.
Based on your actuals.
Yeah.
From what you will present to us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are discharged.
Thank you. Okay.
Please call in the next witness.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Can you speak into the mic? Hello. Okay. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion? Your religion. Mr. Boja, can you help him, please? Hold on.
ñu ne ñu ngi laa dokkale fii bisimilah ba léegi li ñooy laajte mooy lan mooy sa diine alquran.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
nee na ban laka nga bëgg a laxa fii wolof.
Can you speak into the mic? Sure.
nee na mun ngaa use mic bi pour ñu dégg la.
Yeah. Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
nee na da ngaa jël quran bi nga waat wala da ngaa ekkati sa loxo nga waat. I just affirm.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Can you use your right hand?
nee na sandoo yéer loxo bi nga ekkati ko ci kaw.
And then repeat after me.
nee na lu mooy wax nga wax ko.
I,
nee na man
Alagi Ceesay,
Alaaji Ceesay waxal ci kaw.
Alagi Ceesay, do solemnly,
nee na fu mu ne nii
sincerely and truly declare
nee na dama wax dëgg te dama nekk loo xam ne lu jub loolu la doxal fii.
and affirm that the evidence
nee na te da nga gis ne lu may wax fii yëpp.
lu may wax fii yëpp I shall give
bi nga xam ne boobu lay wax fii.
lu may wax shall be
dina nekk
the truth,
dëgg.
the whole truth,
dëgg rek.
and nothing but the truth.
waaye du nekk dara lu dul dëgg.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated.
Very well. Kay toog fii.
Witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ceesay.
ñu ngi laa dookale ñu ne naka bëccëg bi Mr. Ceesay.
You are welcome.
nee na ñu ngi laa bisimilah.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Ceesay.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Please tell the commission your full name.
nee na luñ bëgg mooy nga wax ñu sa tur ak sa sant.
Alaaji Ceesay laa tudd.
Alaaji Ceesay. My name.
Your address.
nee na foo dëkk Alaaji.
Manjai Kunda.
Manjai Kunda.
Your occupation.
nee na lan mooy sa liggéey.
Transport laa def. am ay truck ak ay machine.
I do business. I have transports that I do, and I have excavators engines.
You have
Engines.
agent.
Engines.
Engine.
Very well. Machines. Yes.
Machines. All right. What kind of machines?
nee na soo ne am na ay machine ban façon machine nga amee.
am na ay truck. am na ay caterpillar.
I have truck.
am na ay grader.
I have caterpillar.
am na loader.
And I have a loader.
Now you've had several contracts awarded to you by KMC.
nee na kon ci kaw loolu dafa mel ni am na contract yu bëri nga xam ne KMC dañ la ko joxoon.
waaw dëgg la.
That's correct.
Since when did you start doing business with KMC?
nee na kon soo ne waaw am na kañ nga door business ak KMC.
KMC suma fàttali ko daal 2019 wala 18 benn la si.
If I have not forgotten, probably 2019 or 2018.
Now, what will you be hired to do?
nee na léegi suñ la jëlee wala suñ la luwaasee lan lañ la dee luwaasee pour def.
ma del bees bay puus mbalit bi de kelaay yoon.
Sometimes I'm hired to push the dumps, the rubbish and the dump site.
Now, how do you get these contracts?
nee na kon contract bi si boppam naka nga ko dee jotee.
contrat bi si boppam man nekkoon dama daan dem foofu dama am boy boo xam ne moo doon liggéey KMC.
It doesn't mean that I used to go there, but I have someone who is working at KMC.
Yes.
Go on. Continue. yow la ñoo déglu.
dafa am boy moo doon liggéey ku ñuy wax Jengan Seka.
ku ñuy wax.
Jengan Seka.
Jegan Seka is the one who was doing things for me. He was working at the KMC.
No, si man la doon liggéey.
He was working with me.
Yeah.
Very well.
And then.
nee na ci kaw loolu.
bu soxlaan machine moom moo fa dee dem yóbbu leen invoice.
Whenever the need arises for my machines, he's the one who used to go there and come along with an invoice.
Please proceed.
mu ne mun nga natali yow la ñoo déglu.
waaw su yóbbu invoice bi. Sometimes ñu ne ma gars yi ñu liggéey 10 days wala ñu liggéey 5 days.
Sometimes you'll come and say they need our contract, or they are hiring us for 10 days or 5 days.
Have you received any documents from KMC which would indicate that they want to contract you for anything, for any work?
Dina ci kaw contract yi nga dee am foofu ndaa musu nga laa jox wala dañ la dee jox kayit bi nga xam ne boobu mooy wane ne contract la bi nga xam ne lii ak lii lañ bëgg a.
waaw kayit boobu moom xam naa booy bi moo ko doon amee sekk waaye man mosul ma ko jox.
I hope that is given. If so, it is be given to my boy Seka.
What kind of business do you run? Is it a company or a sole trading business?
Then bantu so business nga ame da company la wala la.
Company la.
Yes, it's a company.
Staff?
Waaye am nga ñi nga xam ne sa staff mooy xale nit ñi nga xam ne ñoo def.
waaw suma doom rek moo fa nekk because man dew ma school mooy suma problem.
It's my son who is there because I'm not literate. That is my problem.
But you also work there.
Yes, I do.
Now, what I'm asking is, you had said that your boy will go to KMC and issue an invoice, but how do you know, in fact, whether they need dressing of the dump site? How do you even know?
Nena yow legi lu moy laajte mooy wax nga ne sa doom moo fa dee dem léegi suy ñëw mu àndaale ak invoice nena laajte bi mooy yow naka nga dee yëgee ne ñii dañ soxla contract wala kan moo la dee yëgal ne ñii dañ de
Seka bi may liggéey lu suma doom Seka liggéey kan la suma doom mi xadi jotu si sa
excuse me the Seka I'm referring to is not my son. It's my work, it's my employee. My daughter is called Kadi. Kadijatu Ceesay, that is my daughter.
Now, how do you get information about the need for you to send your invoice?
Nena legi lu mu bëgg a xam mooy yow naka nga dee yëgee ne waaw fu mu ne nii KMC daal dañ fa soxla suma ko.
dañ ko dee yëgee because Seka dafa amee rider daf dee wër dama utal liggéey.
That employee Seka, he has a rider, so he used to go around to look for contracts or work for me.
Do you have communications from any staff of KMC to inform you that there is contract or business that they want to give to you?
Nenda am nga keneen ki nga xam ne mu ngi si KMC ki nga xam ne kooku moo la day jotal xibaar ne waa fu mu ne nii dañ la soxla wala dañ soxla liggéey.
waaye daan na am nag waaye gëj na am torop because time boobu am na ku fa nekkoon benn jigéen bu sant Mati.
Yes, it do happens, but this was now a long time. Because what happened is that there was a lady called Martin.
Yes.
I'm not Ben boy. Mamlanja come KMC. Mako come 15 years back. Lemon Sanya.
And there is a boy whom I knew long before Martin, and he's called Lamin Sanya.
Okay. And that's all.
Then I knew you now for what?
Wow,
those are the guys or the people I knew there.
Let me show you your statement. You go through it. If there's a statement that was obtained from you by investigators, we will have it admitted into it.
Nena legi haral mu won na statement moy ay kaddu su fekke ne
waaw maa ngi wax sa pare bi ma ñi ma fa xam.
I'm saying something I don't finish. I don't learn.
am na ñu ma xam.
I know some people there.
1 year si gannaaw wala 8 months si gannaaw.
About 1 year ago or 8 months ago.
xam naa fa ku ñuy wax Kanjura.
I knew one Kanjura.
xam naa fa ku ñuy wax Bada.
I know Bada.
li tax ma xam leen dama submitted contract.
The reason why I knew them or I know them because of they have given me a contract.
So biñ ma ne contract bi win nga fekkuma fi sax man dama fekkoon ma travel.
I was not here, but I was informed by them that I have won a contract.
Sama doom moo fa demoon moo sign contract bi muy Kadijatu Ceesay mooy last contract bi 2024 bi.
It was Kadijatu Ceesay, as I said, my daughter who went there and signed the said contract.
ñooñu ma leen xam rek before 7 months ago wala 8 months ago mooy.
I knew them about 7 months or 8 months.
Bada.
After.
Même Martin boobu benn yoon la ma call.
But Martin had called. She had called me once.
li taxoon mu call ma.
The reason why she called me.
dañ amoon oto yu duute si dump site bi.
Yeah, there was a vehicle dumped at the dump site.
ñu call ma ne ma dañ am oto yu duute nga ñëw jàppale ñu ak sa caterpillar ñu takk ko ñu génne ko.
That was the time I was called, as I was informed that they want my props, the caterpillar, so that it can pull the same truck on the water.
waaye bu dul loolu daal.
But if not that.
Seka contract bu ñu am seka mooy demoon naa KMC tey ñu ne nindal machine.
Any contract I have is Seka who used to come there and inform me that they said they need their machine.
Now, please go through the statement. You look at your signature.
Nena legi settle kayit bu da li moy sa kam sa statement. Access ñebi. Yes, this is the very statement.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness or say into evidence of fact.
Nena legi amul lu ñoo def moy bu dugal ko ci commission bi mu nekk sédé. Very well.
4th of July 2024 made by ALIEU CEESAY is hereby admitted in evidence and it is marked as LGC/AC/KMC/001.
Pass the commission places. Now, in that statement, you had said, in the second paragraph, that I received phone calls from Kan Mustafa Akani, Lamin Sanyang, Nyama Kamara, or Lamin Badi.
Council, sorry, let me take the exhibit number. We already have AC. Let me take it again. The statement dated the 4th of July 2024 is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/AC in brackets 2/KMC/001 because we already have AC1.
As the commission places. Yes. Mr. You had mentioned in your statement that
Lisa Carla de ngam ne wanga ko si sa statement bi de.
Said
Kamara.
Second paragraph.
Nyuma Kamara.
For Nyuma Kamara
affaire contrat bi motax ma fone avec mu ci lool. Mu tax ma laajoon na ma am na contrat boo xam ne kat moo la ko joxoon ma ne ko Nyuma Kamara tax na ma contrat.
The reason why I named Nyuma Kamara was that I was asked.
Yeah.
The person who gave me the contract, that's the time I mentioned Nyuma Kamara.
Have you ever signed any contract with KMC?
Nena yow sa liggéey bi yëpp mus nga sign contract sa diggante ak KMC?
No.
No.
Okay.
Can Mustafa Kanye used to call you too?
Nena Mustafa Kanye daf la day oo si téléphone.
Mustafa Kanye bi ma dara oo léegi ay bi ma amee contract nii la ma do commencé di oo.
Yes, when I had the contract, that was the time he started calling me.
Now, have you ever been issued a certificate after you completed a particular tax or contract?
Nena bi nga demee ba jox nañ la liggéey nga dal di liggéey ba jeexal daa mus nañ la jox kayit bu wone lu ñuy wax completion of contract nena ba mus nañ la jox kayit bu pour bu wone ne liggéey bu ñu la jox def nga ko te jeexal nga ko.
Contract bi ñu ma jox right now mi ngi nii suma book bi jeex na last month.
The contract that I was issued with have been completed and I got the paper here with me. This was last month.
Mr. Ceesay.
Nayo Ceesay.
You had told the commission that you have not signed any contract with KMC.
Nena sakado bu yagut wax nga ne musulo sign contract sa digante ak KMC.
Correct?
Now
maybe last contract bi ma sign ko waaye mënu ma ko fàtte.
Waxal ci mic.
Mënu ma fàttali ko loolu.
I cannot remember that.
Initially you said yes, or you said no. You said it's true that you have not signed any contract. If you had signed one, you would have known.
Nena buñ la laajte yow sa boppa ñu ne la daa mus nga sign contract sa diggante ak KMC léegi nii laajte naa la ko nga ne déedéet. Nena su fekkee ne am na contract bi nga xam ne sign nga ko sa diggante yow ak KMC nena war nga xam.
Yàlla am na su dee amee mën naa koo fàtte.
Then it have happened, I might forgot about it. But
even
it have happened.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Now, there were instances where you will issue an invoice and on the same day you'll be paid.
Nena amna jamano yi nga xamne danga dugal invoice bes bi ngay dugal invoice
or they'll give you contract the same day.
Bes bobu lañ lay jox contract wala bes bobu lañ lay fay.
So sun aman ojan liggéey boo xam ne mbalit bi dafa commencé takka dañ ma koy jox the same day bi.
Yes, it do happen, but it happens while there is an urgency. For instance, when there is fire at the dump site, that is normally the way it happens.
There was a period too that you were paid twice. 2 invoices were issued to you, same amount. Same date.
Nena am nga jamono bi nga xam ne dugal nga fa ñaari invoice yi nga xam ne dañ la ko fay benn waxtu benn bés.
Amount bi ñaata la woon.
May I be guided by the amount?
$480,000.
$480,000.
It's in your statement.
Nena si sa statement bi la nekk sa kanu la yaa ko wax.
Do you recall this?
Nena mbaa mun nga fàttale ko boobu.
waaw rajo na ma ko suma statement waaye dama foog ne different liggéey la woon.
Yes, I was asked about the statement, but I was thinking that it was a different contract.
Now, the first invoice we have
Nena invoice bu njëkk bu ñu amee.
is dated the 19th of June 2019.
Nena very June bu mu amee fukki fan ak ñeneent 2019.
You were paid an amount of $480,000.
Nena feeñ lañ la du dem ba $480,000.
And if you look at your invoice,
Nena soo seetee si invoice boobu wala sa invoice boobu.
Invoice you issued.
Nena invoice bi nga xam ne yow sa bopp yaa ko joxe.
Is 28th of May 2019.
Nena 28th of May bu mu amee ñaari fukki fan ak juróom-ñetta 2019.
And that is the same invoice you issued KMC for the second payment.
Nena boobu invoice boobu nga joxe woon KMC si ñaareelu fay bi.
28th of May 2019.
mooy weeri May bu mu amee ñaari fukki fan ak juróom-ñetta 2019.
Do you understand?
Nena leer na si yow dégg nga ko baax.
moom la ma ne the same liggéey bi benn la wala am na différence.
The work is all the same. The contract is the same. I hope there is no difference.
The contract is?
It's all the same. It's one contract, one work. I hope there is no difference.
Not two.
Nena du ñaar benn. Nena contract bi du ñaar benn la wala.
benn la ajusuma ko xam.
I don't know. I don't see it.
because for now Seka daal.
But I think it's Seka.
Who is Seka?
Nena kan mooy Seka?
Seka moom moo daan dem KMC di ñëw.
As I said, my employee who was running between myself and KMC.
Now, have you done any work in relation to have you been hiring? Have you been your grade has been hired by KMC?
And the secretary KMC dañ ko on the luwas.
Yeah, dañ ko de luwas.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, who will do the work? Is it?
Nena kan mo ko de.
You been hired to provide the machinery and do the work as well, or do they have their own workers to conduct this exercise?
Nena mu lu moy laajte mooy ndax machine bi rek la ñoo luwase si yow ñu yóbbu ko ñoom ñu uti seen liggéeykat yi ñu liggéey daa yow sa machine bi daf day ànd ak sa liggéeykat yi.
Day ànd ak suma liggéeykat.
I have my workers. They hire all my workers and my machines.
All right. The issue or reason why I'm asking
is for
the first invoice, the first voucher. The invoice contained there. The same date. Says 6 days of hiring of grader. 6 days of hiring of compactor. 6 days of hiring of water tank. How many graders do you have?
I'm
not
4.
I have about 4.
How many compactors?
3
compactors.
3.
How many water tanks?
Water tanks?
2.
Now, for this hiring of the grader, compactor, and water tank for 6 days, you were to work the following areas, starting in South and Fajikunda.
Nena compactor bi buñu luwase juroom benn fan water tank bi buñu luwase juroom benn fan ak grader bi nena bobu liggéey fi nga wara def moy Talending ak Fajikunda.
Oh, degal.
Yes, that is
for the second invoice.
Nena ñaaral invoice bi
you only to work Ibo Town.
Nena bobu fu mu wone liggéey bi fi nga wara def moy Ibo Town.
Why do you have the same price for two different jobs you were doing? For Talending South and Fajikuda is one payment for 80,000, but for Ibo Town 2 is the same amount. How is that possible?
Nena lolu nakala mo neke ñaari liggéey nga xamne bokut. Talending ak South Talending ak Fajikuda nga ñew Ibo Town nena way so sété ñaari liggéey bi nekkut benn liggéey way price bi yëpp benn la nena nakala lolu wara am ko xewé.
waaw dafa nekk si machine rek machine bu nekk ak price boppam la.
It depends on the type of the machine they use because each of the machine have its own price.
Each of the
machines have its own price.
own price.
Own price.
Own price.
Very well.
How would we know the machines you have used? It's not in your invoice.
Nena nakala ñoo xamé ban façon machine lañ fa doxalé because nekkul ci invoice bi.
Okay. Loolu moom leeru ma bu baax.
That is not clear to me.
What is in the invoice is the unit price.
Nena lu nekk ci invoice bi mooy fay bi njëgi fay bi.
And it's the same unit price you have for Talending and Fajikuna. You have $35,000 for a grader.
Nena tey soo ko seetee ñaari liggéey yu bokkut waaye benn price bi la Talending ak fële bi dafa nekk benn price mooy $35,000 te bokkut.
$25,000 for compact.
Compact boobu yaa ko charge wala ñu la fay $25,000.
Water tank $20,000.
Yeah.
Water tank mooy ndox bi tank bi $20,000.
Dëgg la.
If you look at
that is true.
If you look at your invoice for Igbo Town,
then associated Igbo Town invoice boobu.
The same.
Oh, yeah, benn bi la.
The grader was going for $35,000.
Then a grader bi fanweeri junni ak juróom junni.
Compactor $25,000.
Compactor bi ñaari fukk ak juróom junni.
$20,000 for water tank.
Then a water tank bi mooy ñaari fukki junni.
So why would you work for Talending and Fajikuna for the same amount that you were running the service for only Igbo Town?
Nena naka la moo demee wala charge bi naka la demee price bi nii soo jëlee Talending ak Fajikuna ñaari yëpp benn price bi la waaye Igbo Town tamit benn price bi la te bi nga xam ne benn price bi la mooy ñoom nekk njëg benn njëg la nena loolu naka la xewee.
Dama foog ne bu sekka mënoon na toog moom dina mën a experience because man KMC duma faral dem sax duma fen.
I think Seka will be in the best position to answer because, as I said earlier on, I was not even going to the KMC at the time.
Do you know Lankaramo Suare?
Nena xam nga ku ñuy wax Lankaramo Suare.
Lang xam naa ko ñëw ci man ñaari yoon pour rent machine.
Yes, I know him because he came to me twice to hire my machineries.
Yeah.
So you have actually he has hired your machines.
Nena dafa luwa sa machine.
Wow.
Yes.
Why is that he doesn't have his own machine?
Nena mom amut machine am luta mom amut machine am boba machine boba.
How much is it?
I have no idea about it.
How much do you charge him per grader? If
Nena grader bu nekk ñaata nga ko dey charge?
Definitely mënatuma koy fàttaliku.
Definitely.
Would you be able to provide us with the documents in relation to the invoice sent to Lankaramo Suare for the hire of the compactors, the graders, and the water tank?
Nena mba munu nga ñu isil ay kayit waaye wala woon ñu ay kayit yi nga xam ne mooy ay invoice yi nga xam ne Lankaramo joxe na ko si kaw luwaase yi nga xam ne fu ne luwaase sa grader bi sa compactor bi ak sa water tank bi.
Man foog naa lang bu daan ñëwee mosul maa jox invoice wala mosul ñëw jox invoice dañ ko la waxante bàyyi dee rek moom bu ñëw mu fay.
And between myself and Lankaramo, there is nothing like paperwork. All we do is verbal communication.
Wala fàtte naa ko.
Oh, I cannot remember.
The reason why I'm asking is that you have the grader, the compactor, and the water tank. You have the machine.
Nena yow yaa amee ay machine grader, compactor ak water tank.
Lankaramo does not have.
Nena Lankaramo moom amut.
He admitted not having any machine.
Nena moom su boppam toog na fi nangu na ne amut benn machine.
Machine moom am naa ko.
But so that you know, there were times that Lankaramo would be given these contracts to provide machines.
Nena am na jamono yi nga xam ne Lankaramo dañ ko day jox contract pour mu àndale wala mu isi ay machine mu war a liggéey.
And he now comes to you to hire from you.
Nena jamono boobu la day ñëw mu dal di ñëw si yow di luwaase sa machine.
Is it because the council they don't know you that you own these machines?
Nena nda dunda nekk wala council bi si boppam xamuñ ne wala xamuñ ne yow yaa moom machine yooyu.
Dafa time boobu
waxal si machine waxal si Michael.
Time boobu council bi xamuñ ne man maa moom machine yooyu.
At that time they were not aware that I am the owner of the said machine.
Mr. Ceesay.
Nena déedéet.
That's not correct.
Nena loolu moom du amut.
That cannot be correct.
Nena te loolu du mun a am.
Mooy
You have told the commission you have had contract since 2018 or 19?
Nena wax nga fi bu yaagut ne yow dinga doore di am liggéey ak KMC booba 2019 wala 2018.
They know you have.
Nena xam nañu la. You am nga ay machine.
It's either you are doing a favor to Lankaramo Suare as a friend.
Na yang ko di jàppale Lankaramo si boppam ko be ay xarit ngeen wala.
No, definitely.
You guys were just sharing the cake.
No.
Wala loo xam ne cake bi si boppam yéen ñaar yéen a ko di. Never. No.
Mr. Sisi.
Yow Sisi.
That would not make sense. You know why?
Nena loolu moom nekkutal loo xam ne wane na fi am na fayda te am fayda.
Council comes to you.
Nena council de ñëw si yow.
To give you contract.
Di la jox ay contract.
And you have your workers.
Nena te yow am nga sa liggéeykat.
And you have your machines.
Te am nga sa machinery ta.
And you've been doing several works for council.
Nena te def nga fa ay liggéey yu néew.
For instance.
Nena soo ko seetee.
That of November 2020.
Nena November bu ma amee ñaari fukki fan ak ñetta 2020.
You are paid $205,000.
Dañ la joxoon dañ la fayoon $205,000.
For the hiring of bulldozer D8 for dress of Bago Dumpside.
Nena mooy sa machine bu ñëw D8 boobu lañ luwaase woon pour toppal liggéey wala régler Bagote Dumpside mbalit Bagote.
31st December 2020.
Nena December bu amee fanweeri fan ak benn 2020.
Again, you are paid $205,000 for the hiring of bulldozer D8 for Bago Dumpside.
Fayaat la $205,000 bi nga xam ne pour luwaas sa machine pour clear Bagote Dumpside.
25th November 2020.
Nena November bu amee ñaari fukki fan ak juróom 2020.
$205,000.
$205,000.
22nd of April 2020.
Nena April bu amee ñaari fukki fan ak ñaar 2020.
$235,000.
$235,000.
14th of May 2020.
Nena May bu amee fukki fan ak ñeneent 2020.
$164,000.
$164,000.
And the list goes on.
Nena mbir mi noonu la toppante.
And for all these payments,
Nena te société fee bi yëpp.
Your machines were hired.
Nena sa machine lañu luwaase woon.
And payments were made to you.
Nena te fee bi si yow lañ ko fay.
Wow.
Yes.
May I please see the matches for Lankaramo Suare? Do you understand that?
Nena yëg nga loolu wala leer na si yow.
Yes,
that is true.
So they know you.
Nena loolu wone na ne kon xam nañ la de.
Do you get it?
Nena dégg nga loolu.
Dégg naa ko.
Yes, I do.
Now, Mr. Suare will come to you and hire the same machines.
Mr. Suare, ñëw si yow daal di waase sa machine.
For the most part as well.
No.
Ate ay ni yoon yu néew yi.
What was really going on?
Nena kon lan moo nekkoon di dox.
Man naa ko tontu léegi.
Yes, can I answer?
KMC. dañ ma daan amel bor. dañ ma daan amel xaalis bu bëri.
They owe me a lot of money.
Sometimes dañ ma amel 1 million something.
Sometimes they owe me up to 1 million something.
suñ ma bëggee jël sama machine dama dee bañ.
At any time they want to hire my machine, I used to refuse.
Sometimes
if they want to hire my machine, I refuse.
Yeah, dama dee bañ.
Yes.
Lang Suare buy ñëwee di jël sama machine tax ma dee fay cash.
Whenever Lang Suare come to hire my machines, he used to pay me cash.
Because Lang Suare is paid by KMC cash.
Nena parce que Lang Suare so gisee muy def loolu moom fay na ni ko KMC fay na ni ko xaalis cash.
And what he will pay you.
Nena te société moom lu mu la dee fay.
Is what he will hire the machines from how the amount he will charge for the machines.
Nena nga gis ne njëgi bi nga ko charge pour lu waase machine yi moom yooyu la dee fay.
So it costs council probably far more.
Nena kon da nga gis ne KMC bi nga xam ne ñoo ko dee fay ñoom lu ko dee fay def dee ëppa.
Do you understand that?
Yow lu mel ne dégg nga loolu. Yes.
And you know, of course, that Lang Suare is hiring these machines from you because he has a contract with KMC.
Nena te yow day leer si yow ne soo gisee Lankaramo